Have you ever wondered why your life feels unbearably heavy at times? Why it seems like the forces of the universe are conspiring to test you, to break you, or to push you far beyond what you think you can bear? Let me tell you something that might shock you. You're not being punished. You're being chosen. But being chosen comes with a price. Those who are destined to elevate their vibrations, those who are meant to be beacons of light for others, are not handed an easy life. No, the universe doesn't work that way. It sharpens you. It carves you. It breaks everything you thought you knew about yourself so you can rise, not as the person you were, but as the person you were destined to become. Let's dive into this together, because this is not just my story, it's yours too. You felt it, I know you have. The struggles, the sleepless nights, the moments where the weight of the world felt unbearable. Why does this happen to the chosen ones? Why do we, the ones who seek to rise, often fall the hardest first?
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound insights.
The answer lies in the very nature of vibration. To vibrate higher, to tune into the frequencies of love, peace, and enlightenment, you must first purge yourself of the lower vibrations: fear, doubt, anger, resentment. But these energies don't just leave quietly. They cling to your soul, to your thoughts, to your identity. And so, the process of amplifying your vibrations begins with a battle. A battle not against the external world, but against yourself. Ask yourself this: who am I when no one is watching? You see, this question is vital because the struggles chosen ones endure are often invisible. They take place in the quiet moments when the world is asleep and you are left alone with your thoughts. It's in these moments that the real work begins. The universe isn't testing your strength, it's revealing it to you. Here's the truth: pain is a purifier. Every tear you've cried, every moment you've doubted yourself, every time you felt like giving up, it's all part of the process. Think about it. When you heat gold, the impurities rise to the surface. The same thing happens to us. The struggles, the pain, the heartbreak, they bring your deepest fears, your darkest thoughts, and your hidden wounds to the surface so they can be healed. But healing isn't passive. It's messy. It's uncomfortable. It's raw. And here's where many chosen ones trip up. They resist the process. They cling to their old selves, to their old stories, to their old wounds, because letting go feels like death. And in a way, it is. Are you willing to let the old you die so the new you can be born? This is the first struggle of the chosen one's: surrender. Not surrender in the sense of giving up, but surrender in the sense of letting go. Letting go of control. Letting go of who you think you are. Letting go of the need to understand everything. But here's the paradox: the more you surrender, the stronger you become. The more you let go, the more you rise. Why? Because surrender isn't weakness, it's alignment. When you surrender, you stop fighting against the flow of the universe and start moving with it. And when you move with the universe, your vibration naturally begins to rise. Still, surrender isn't easy. It requires trust. Trust in yourself. Trust in the universe. Trust in the process. And trust is hard when you've been hurt, when you've been betrayed, when life has given you every reason to close your heart. But here's the thing: the struggles you face are not there to close your heart, they're there to open it. Think about the hardest moment of your life. Think about the pain, the heartbreak, the loss. Now think about what it taught you. Did it make you more compassionate? Did it make you stronger? Did it force you to grow in ways you never thought possible? This is the gift of struggle. It doesn't just break you, it builds you. It doesn't just test you, it transforms you. But only if you let it. only if you stop resisting and start trusting. So, let me ask you, what would your life look like if you stopped resisting? If you stopped trying to control everything and started trusting that the universe has your back? Because it does. Even when it feels like the universe is against you, it's working for you. Every struggle, every challenge, every heartbreak is a stepping stone on your path to higher vibrations. But you have to be willing to take the steps. You have to be willing to face the pain, to feel the fear, to walk through the fire. And here's the beautiful part: you're not walking through the fire alone. Every chosen one, every soul who has ever sought to rise, has walked this path. We're all in this together. And as you rise, you become a light for others. Your struggles, your pain, your journey, it all becomes a beacon of hope for those who are still in the darkness. So the next time you're faced with a struggle, don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, ask, "What is this teaching me? How is this shaping me? How is this helping me rise?" Because that's the truth of the chosen ones. We don't just survive our struggles, we use them to amplify our vibrations, to become who we were meant to be. And if you're willing to embrace this truth, there's nothing you can't overcome. As chosen ones, we are not just survivors of struggle, we are alchemists of pain. We take what was meant to break us and use it to build something extraordinary. But alchemy is not easy. It requires a deep understanding of who you are, why you're here, and what your struggles are teaching you. Let me ask you something. What if the thing you fear the most is the key to your liberation? You see, the struggles we face are not random. They are perfectly crafted to target the parts of us that need the most transformation. If you fear rejection, you will be placed in situations where rejection is unavoidable. If you fear failure, you will be faced with challenges where failure is almost certain. This is not cruelty, it's precision. The universe knows exactly where to press, exactly where to push, to force you to confront your fears and rise above them. This is the second great struggle of the chosen ones, to face what we fear, not with resistance, but with courage. Because courage is not the absence of fear, it is the willingness to move forward despite it. Think about this for a moment. How often do we run from our fears, from our pain, from the things that make us uncomfortable? How often do we numb ourselves, distract ourselves, or avoid the very things that are calling us to grow? But here's the thing: avoidance keeps you stuck. It keeps you vibrating at the same frequency, repeating the same patterns, attracting the same experiences. If you want to amplify your vibrations, you have to face your fears head on. You have to step into the discomfort, into the unknown, into the fire. And yes, it will burn. But what you don't realize is that the fire is not there to destroy you, it's there to purify you, to burn away everything that is not you, to strip away the masks, the illusions, the limiting beliefs, until all that's left is your true self, radiant, powerful, and free. So let me ask you, what are you avoiding? What fear, what pain, what truth are you running from? And what would happen if you stopped running? This is the alchemy of pain: to take what we fear, what we resist, what we avoid, and transform it into power. But how do we do this? How do we turn our struggles into spiritual fuel? The first step is awareness. You cannot transform what you do not acknowledge. Take a moment to reflect on your life. Where are you struggling? What patterns keep repeating? What emotions keep surfacing? These are not coincidences. They are signposts guiding you to the parts of yourself that need healing. The second step is acceptance. This is where most people struggle. We resist our pain because we think it's wrong, because we think it shouldn't be there. But resistance only makes the pain stronger. Acceptance, on the other hand, dissolves it. When you accept your pain, when you allow yourself to feel it fully, Without judgment or resistance, something magical happens. The pain begins to lose its power over you. And this brings us to the third step: transformation. Once you've become aware of your pain and accepted it, you can begin to work with it. Ask yourself, what is this pain teaching me? What is it trying to show me? How can I use it to grow? This is where the real magic happens. When you stop seeing your pain as a burden and start seeing it as a teacher, everything changes. Suddenly, your struggles become opportunities. Your wounds become wisdom. Your pain becomes power. But let's be honest, this process is not easy. It requires deep inner work, unwavering honesty, and a willingness to let go of everything you thought you knew about yourself. It requires you to confront your shadows, to face the parts of yourself that you've buried, denied, or rejected. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to face your shadows, not with fear, but with love? Because here's the truth: your shadows are not your enemy. They are simply the parts of you that have been forgotten, neglected, or misunderstood. And as long as you continue to reject them, they will continue to sabotage you. But when you embrace them, when you integrate them, they become your allies. They become the fuel that propels you forward. This is the secret of the chosen ones. We don't run from our shadows, we embrace them. We don't avoid our pain, we transform it. We don't fear our struggles, we use them to amplify our vibrations and ascend to new heights. And here's the beautiful part: every time you transform a piece of your pain, every time you heal a part of your shadow, you raise your vibration. You become lighter, freer, more aligned with your true self. And as your vibration rises, so does your ability to create, to manifest, to inspire. You begin to attract new opportunities, new relationships, new experiences that align with your higher vibration. You begin to see the world through a different lens, not as a place of struggle, but as a playground for growth and expansion. But this journey is not just about you. As you rise, you become a light for others. Your struggles, your pain, your transformation, they all become part of a greater story. A story that inspires others to begin their own journey, to face their own fears, to rise above their own struggles. So let me ask you, what legacy do you want to leave behind? What kind of light do you want to bring into the world? Because that's the ultimate purpose of the chosen ones, not just to rise, but to help others rise. To use our struggles, our pain, our transformation, to create a ripple effect that touches the lives of everyone around us. As chosen ones, our journey doesn't end with our own healing, transformation, or elevation. That's only the beginning. The ultimate purpose of amplifying your vibration is not just for yourself, it's so you can become a vessel for something greater. Let me ask you this: what is the point of light if it's kept hidden? You see, everything you've been through, the struggles, the heartbreak, the fears, the triumphs, has not just been for your own growth. It has been preparing you to step into your true purpose, to serve others. Because when you heal yourself, you don't just heal your own life, you create a ripple effect that extends far beyond what you can see. But let's unpack this, because service is not what most people think it is. Service is not about sacrificing yourself or giving until there's nothing left. True service begins with alignment. It begins with becoming so connected to your own light, your own source, your own truth, that you naturally radiate it out into the world. This is the third great struggle of the chosen ones: to shift from me to we, to realize that your journey is not just about your own elevation, but about elevating the collective. And this shift is not easy, because it requires you to let go of the ego's need for recognition, validation, and control. Are you willing to let go of the idea that this journey is just about you? When you rise, you begin to see the interconnectedness of everything. You realize that your pain is not separate from the pain of others, that your healing is not separate from the healing of the world, and that your light is not meant to shine in isolation, it is meant to light the way for others. But how do we serve? How do we take our struggles, our transformation, and turn them into something that uplifts others? The first step is authenticity. You don't have to be perfect to serve. You don't have to have all the answers or figure it all out. In fact, the most powerful thing you can do is to show up as your authentic self, raw, real, and imperfect. Because when you do, you give others permission to do the same. Think about it. How many times have you been inspired by someone who was willing to share their struggles, their vulnerabilities, their truth? How many times has someone's story reminded you that you're not alone, that you're not broken, that you're not broken, that you're not too far gone? That's the power of authenticity. It creates connection, and connection is the foundation of service. The second step is courage. To serve others, you must be willing to step outside of your comfort zone. You must be willing to speak your truth, even when it's uncomfortable. To share your story, even when it's vulnerable. To take action, even when it's scary. Because here's the thing, your light will challenge others. It will make some people uncomfortable. It will force them to confront their own shadows, their own pain, their own resistance. And not everyone will be ready for that. Some will reject you. Some will criticize you. Some will try to dim your light because they're not ready to face their own. But your light is not for everyone. It's for those who are ready to see it. And the only way to find those people is to shine unapologetically. So let me ask you, are you willing to shine? Even if it means being misunderstood, even if it means standing alone? The third step is humility. True service is not about being a savior or a hero. It's about being a vessel. It's about recognizing that the light you carry is not yours. It's something greater flowing through you. And the more you let go of the need to control it, the more powerfully it flows. This is not about fixing others or imposing your truth on them. It's about holding space, about showing up with love, compassion, and presence, and trusting that the universe will work through you in exactly the way it needs to. Sometimes service is grand and visible, a movement, a message, a mission that touches millions. Other times it's quiet and intimate, a kind word, a listening ear, a moment of connection that changes someone's life in ways you may never know. Are you willing to serve, even if no one notices? Even if there's no recognition, no reward, no guarantee of success? Because that's the true essence of service, to give without attachment, to let your light shine, not because you expect something in return, but because that's what light does. And here's the beautiful part, the more you serve, the more your vibration rises. Why? Because service is the highest expression of love. And when you align with love, you align with the highest frequencies of the universe. This is the ultimate secret of amplifying your vibrations. It's not just about what you do for yourself, it's about what you give to others. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you heal others, the more you heal yourself. The more you lift others, the more you rise. But this is not a one-time act. It's a way of life. To walk the path of the chosen ones is to commit to a lifetime of growth, transformation, and service. It's to recognize that every struggle, every victory, every moment is an opportunity to deepen your connection to yourself, to others, and to the universe. And as you walk this path, you will begin to see the ripple effect of your light. You will see how your courage inspires others to be courageous, how your healing creates space for others to heal, how your transformation sparks transformation in those around you. This is how we change the world, not by trying to fix it, but by becoming the change, by living as examples of what is possible, by showing others through our own lives that no matter how dark it gets, there is always a way forward. So let me ask you one final question. What are you going to do with your light? How will you use it to serve, to heal, to uplift? Because the world needs you. Your light, your story, your journey, it all matters. And as you step into your role as a chosen one, as a beacon of light, you will not only amplify your own vibration, you will amplify the vibration of the entire planet. This is why you're here. This is why you've been chosen. And this is why your struggles, no matter how intense, have always been worth it. Now, go, shine, serve, rise. The world is waiting for you.